Let me get it straight. Once you ride a 2-stroke motorcycle hard, it really becomes difficult to like a 4-stroke motorcycle. For an enthusiast, the rider connects with that engine that feels so lively that takes the motorcycling experience to a different level. Today we have the big brother of RX100, the RXZ, which is of course modified. In the stock form it makes around 14 bhp, which is more than the present gen FZS. So before I run you down with the modifications done on this machine, I will exclude the technical part of 2-stroke versus 4-stroke, but I will put in some effort to explain the hype about 2-strokes. Let's begin this with a Doordarshan analogy where at low RPMs it feels like Gangadhar disguised like other sub 100cc machines. But once you open the throttle, the RPM climbs and surprises you with the punch of Shaktiman. Situations can quickly get scary on this machine, especially the Indian ones, because back then neither the chassis nor the brakes were made to handle this punch. I personally do like the stock retro sleeper look that the RX and RD have, but many owners who have them for more than 3 decades have outgrown and modified them. Having said that, over years I have seen this particular RXZ in different style and form. Coming to the present modifications, this beast is fueled by a 34mm Mikuni carburetor. There are some experiments going on with the jets and air filter, so at present you don't get to see a intake in this particular shot. For that increase in intake, the engine has got a V-force reed valve for better flow and atomization of the charge entering the engine. All of this demanded for a stage 2 porting to accommodate that increase in air-fuel charge entering the engine. The same was done with this custom-made exhaust, which is not a piece of art, but it gets the job done. To further make things scary, it has got a quick throttle, which makes the throttle response super sensitive and always keeps you in that Shaktiman zone. With the boost in performance, the RXZ needed better braking power. The present one is assembled on a Fiero's hub. The disc plate is from RTR 180, and if I am not wrong, then the caliper comes from the Pulsar. The suspension is sourced from a Yamaha dirt bike, and so are the tires, which makes it a off-road centric motorcycle. So apart from that off-road tire noise, it's fairly comfortable on highway rides along with that 5-speed gearbox. Even after 3 decades, this makes me fall in love with Yamaha again. After riding the RX and RD 350, I still managed to keep that soft corner for Yamaha. Although the present Yamaha lineup in India is nothing great to speak about, apart from that only one engine that is being shared across scooter and sports bike. Well, 2-stroke motorcycles are no longer in production for street use, and you can blame the emissions, which truly makes me feel bad. And I'm sure almost everyone who has experienced the fun of 2-stroke and that smell of unburned oil mix fuel will agree that sometimes things are so good to be true that they become illegal. I can come up with more such 2-stroke videos. Let me know in the comment section if you want them. So that's all for this video, and I hope you guys have liked it.